What do you do? I mean, how does Barry Habib, how is he Barry Habib? How have you maintained that gratefulness and that positive attitude in light of all the struggles? And you're right, you talked about earlier, just the traveling thing. We've done this for decades upon decades, and that's tough. It's nothing like what you're dealing with today, but you just learn to be positive through whatever's happening, no matter what. Not to let those things you can't control you.
So Dale, when I was a little boy, I grew up, you know this, I grew up very, very poor. My parents were
Yep.
immigrants. My mom worked in a sweatshop. My dad passed away when I was a young boy. So a single mom, it was, I know what it's like to be very poor.
Yep.
And as poor as we were, as we'd ride the subways in New York City, if my mom would see somebody less fortunate, even though we didn't have much, she'd take out her little change purse. It had these little gold sequins on it. And I remember she would open up her change purse and always give to somebody that was less fortunate, even though we
So
didn't
sweet.
have. And she would turn to me and tell me, and she would say, "It's good to help people." And God watches you. God knows it's good. It's good to help people.
Love
And
that.
so at a very young age, I learned that there's a feeling that comes with doing good for others that makes you feel good. And as poor as we were, that feeling gave us richness. It gave us that we had a purpose to do good to others. So at a young age, she taught me the importance of that and the good. Like I would feel so good as a young boy to see my mom do that because we were helping, and we would see the smile on the person's face, and that just made us feel so good.
Love it.
And it's that state of mind that is so important because people can achieve great financial goals and you need them. So don't dismiss them. And achievement goals and become very successful. And you need that. You need goals. You have to continue because it's the journey that's important. Once you achieve a goal, it's pretty ephemeral. It wears off fast. It's like, okay, so what's the next high? It doesn't last very long. So it's that journey. It's the progress that you're making that gives you that good feeling. But it's the fulfillment that many people miss. And I've discovered that fulfillment comes from doing good, helping others, giving your life a meaning, giving your life the purpose that you have in life, that it makes a difference to other people. So we all do that. We all touch people, no matter what. You don't have to be on a stage. There's opportunities every day in the way we go about just living our lives. If it's to make a positive influence to others, to somebody, if it's to make a meaningful difference, this is what gives your life meaning. And boy, I'll tell you, Dale, it's come through loud and clear for me. It's a little hard to talk about because when people have heard about what's gone on with me, and I had to be very transparent because I couldn't just disappear on doing the morning updates, right? So I had to tell
Right.
people why I would not be on as many updates, and I didn't honestly know how I would tolerate the chemotherapy, so I didn't know if I would be able to do things. So the response from people has been so loving and so warm. I mean, gosh, people like yourself and so many people that text and call and send notes, but it's not just like hey Barry, I hope you're doing well, which I appreciate. Of course, it's these beautiful notes about how I've influenced them or made a difference in their life. And you read these things, and I've cried so many tears, but they're tears of happiness. They're not tears of sadness. To know that in some small part that I had a positive influence or made a difference, and it's it's very humbling, but it's incredibly rewarding. And every one of us has a story like that because of the good that we've done for others.